Hey, what's going on YouTube? We're back today with a brand new video. Today we're back with 5 things that completely ruin Roblox for kids. At the end of the month, we're doing a Robux giveaway, so if you want to win some free Robux, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to enter our giveaway. But without wasting too much time, the first thing that can ruin Roblox for kid is the hackers. So hackers are prevalent in all online games, and they're not too frequent in Roblox, but they still do exist, and it's something that can ruin Roblox for a kid, because if you're playing a game trying to compete and trying to win, and somebody else is doing the same thing but cheating to win, it can completely ruin the fun for you. It's happened time and time again, and it's something that people have to deal with. It sucks, and I hope there's more measures going out to prevent this from happening in the future. Roblox isn't too bad compared to other online games, but it's still something that we have to deal with. But next up, the next thing that can completely ruin Roblox is the scammers. So scammers, just like hackers, are terrible people who can completely ruin a game for somebody, but unlike hackers, where they're trying to cheat you out of a victory, out of a win, the scammers are just trying to steal from you. So that could be actually worse depending on the situation and who you are. And I feel like this is especially prevalent in Roblox Adopt Me, because that's basically a trading simulator, which is basically a breeding ground for scammers. What they like to do is they like to offer trades that aren't fair, or they just like to try to flat out steal from you to see how gullible and to see how if you fall for whatever tricks they're trying to play. This is bad because obviously when you're dealing with kids, sometimes you might be able to take advantage of them, and if you do that, I think you're honestly a terrible person, and there should be some type of punishment, and I hope Roblox does implement something like that in the near future. But next up, we're talking about the trolls. So just like the hackers and the scammers, the trolls is another type of person that can completely take all the fun away from everyone playing the game. But they're not trying to steal or cheat you out of a game. All they want to do is annoy you, which can actually be the worst out of the 3, because their only enjoyment that they get from the game is by taking the fun out of the game for other people. So this is a special type of person, and trolls are prevalent in every single online game. There's really nothing you can do to get around them, and sadly I don't really think there's much you can do. As long as they're not violating direct rules or terms and services, I don't think there's really much punishment you can do to a troll, unless they're going overboard or they get mass reported by overdoing it. But most people won't overdo it. They'll just pick somebody and they'll just have fun basically ruining the game for them. Now if that person happens to be a kid, then you can definitely see how this can ruin Roblox for a kid. But next up, we're talking about chat restrictions. So this was something implemented a couple years back, and I thought it was a great idea, because this has been implemented to keep the chat PG and clean, to make sure nobody's saying something wildly out of pocket. Now, I feel like it's great in idea, but horrible in execution, because I know from personal experience, there's been times when I'm playing and somebody has said something completely inappropriate that wasn't censored. But I tried to say something that's completely normal and it was censored. So the system doesn't really work. And at this point, I feel like they either need to fix the system and make it actually work, or get rid of it entirely. Because if you're trying to play and you can't even communicate, then what fun is the game? But last but not least, the one thing that can ruin Roblox for a kid is Robux. Now, you might be confused about this, so let me explain. Roblox is a children's game that's supposedly free to play. And when you're dealing with kids and free to play, and then you have a microtransaction such as Robux, kids obviously don't have their own money, so a lot of times they're using their parents' money to get these items and to get these Robux, and that can lead to scammers and a bunch of other things that just don't really go hand in hand. I don't really like the business model, and I feel like it's a bad look, because it can either lead to the game being prohibited so you can't fully enjoy it without Robux, or it can lead to a kid getting stolen from, and that's just not a great idea for me. But that's it guys, that's been the video. This has been 5 things that completely ruin Roblox for kids. Like always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you don't miss out on our Robux giveaway.